Hey everybody, it's Michelle here, and I wanted to share with you an album that I just finished creating. It is a baby album for a baby girl, and has the most pages of any album that I've made before. The size is 10.5 by 9 with the pages 8.5 by 10, and I do have a fabric cover around the outside, but it has a standard paper spine, and it has 22 pages. And the idea was to photo and have a collection of the baby's first year. So I used the paper collection. I actually used 3 of them. I used the Heaven Sent Prima Marketing, which is really cute. And then I also have pages from DCWV, the Preppy Princess stack, which I've actually had this one for quite some time. And then I also used the DCWV was from Michaels. And then I have this little pack here. It's crate paper. I think it came from Hobby Lobby, a 6x6 pad, and it's a Little Bo Peep. So I used a few little sheets from this one also. And let me see if I can get a close-up here. I have, to begin with, we'll start with the top. I have this little resin piece that I got from Etsy. It's really cute with the teddy bear and the little hanging. Let's see here. Alright, I have a little wooden piece that I picked up from Michaels, and I did some embossing on, and then I put a little paper cut out Good News Baby. And then I have a little cutout here, which I trimmed in some ribbon to kind of soften the edges of that paper against the fabric. And then on the bottom here, I have some flower and leaf lace. And then I have a little pretty peach colored fabric flower, and mixed in with some I Am Roses and some Prima Marketing. And then I have another one of the resin pieces with the little baby carriage. Alright. Whoops. Sorry guys, hope I'm not making you too dizzy. Alright, we will get started. Like I said, it is very thick. We have 22 pages total, so lots and lots of room for photos. And the fabric goes around and onto the back. And then we have a little tie closure. Alright, for our first page, this is what gave me the idea. I did see it online. I'll put a link in the description box below to the YouTube channel. I'm sorry I cannot pronounce her name. It is not in English. So when I saw this form, I thought it was like really cute, and that's what gave me the inspiration for the album. So we have a little tie closure here, and I have that stitch into the paper, and then I put a little button on the top. And this folds over, and you could see here we have the form where you could put like a little picture of the ultrasound inside here, and then we have some little buttons and flowers and so forth. A little from the sticker collection, little tag that says baby, and then this flips out. And I just searched online and printed this out, and then I traced it on some cardstock. And then on the hair, I have this stitched in. Let me move my light here so I can, there we go. I have this stitched in some vellum, and I just made a little pocket with that. And then the cardstock is also stitched in with another opening in the back. for a couple little photo mats. And then on the top here, I have some of the ephemera pieces from the collection with some little crochet, some flowers and buttons. And of course you can also put a photo right here. Let me take one. Alright. Okay, for our next page, we have the start of each well, almost each page. There's 12 of these that kind of shows the first year of the baby, first stuffed animal. And this one has another ribbon closure, and it flips out, and you have a little stitched in fabric pocket. And then this one folds out and over, and we have some trim here, and then I took and stitched in a little fabric pocket, and it has a couple little pieces of some photo mats in there. And then on the bottom here, I found these little teddy bear buttons, and I have it on a lot of the pages. I got them from Walmart, and then you also see some little fairy buttons that are put throughout the album. Alright, for our next page, we have the baby's first toy, and we have a stitched in photo mat with a swing tab, and this one comes open, and then it folds again. So what I did with this one is I have a stitch right down the center where your score mark is, so this one moves freely. And then this part with the ribbon down the side opens up, and we have a little pocket with a couple of more of the photo mats. And then this here, you can place a nice size photo here, and then we have a little baby from the ephemera cards, little buttons, some little I Am Roses flower, and then a photo mat that can tuck behind here, and then I'm not sure if you can see it. I also have vellum that's stitched in underneath this photo mat, and you can also put in some pictures behind there. Alright, on our next page we have two large 4x6 photo mats, and we have some ribbon that goes along, and each one of these is stitched in. And then there's one of the little fairies buttons that I was telling you about. Thought they were real cute. And then this one I left open to create a pocket, so you could slide some photo mats in there. Alright, our next page, we have a stitched in frame that's open at the top where you could slide a photo inside there. And then this one, here's another one. This ribbon is like really, really cute, the little teddy bear. And then I have a couple of chipboard pieces, and then some ribbon and little red roses throughout. And then one of the pieces from the sticker collection. Alright, in this bottom part we have a little safety pin closure, and it flips out. And if you could see, I have the vellum again that's stitched in, and then this is from a die cut that I have, and I put a little button on top of that. Alright, and this next page we have the baby's first day out. And we have, I took one of the little stickers, napping, and I made a swing tag out of it. And then I have some little brads. This one has a little pacifier on it. And then of course we have some ribbon, some buttons, a little bit of lace. And then this folds out and we have a pocket back here that you can put some photos or memorabilia in. And this is one of the pages from that little bitty pack that I was telling you about, Little Bo Peep. And this also is stitched in with the opening in the top, so you can slide your photo in there. Alright, moving on to our next page. Okay, this one we have, I have a wooden piece chipboard that I think I got this one from Michaels, that I painted and put some little pink glitter on it. And then I have some stitched in fabric behind here with the little button. And then this one we have little ribbon closure, and it opens up, and I'm not sure, this is from the Little Bo Peep one. It's the definition of adorable and welcome, and then the couple little cutouts attached there, and then one of the little ephemera pieces says love you. And this one here we have the baby's first bath. Let's see if I can. There we go. So I took some of the fabric that I had and I made like a little shower curtain. It is stitched in on the top, and we have a little ducky button there with some flowers. And then I took a piece of ribbon and tied it back, and then I just printed off a bathtub from the internet, and then I traced it onto some cardstock and cut that out there, which I thought was really cute. Okay, on our next page, this one has another one of those little baby fairies from Walmart's, and some crochet, some little flowers, another one of the chipboard piece vines, and this one has a baby pin closure. And then you also, this corner here is open, so you could put a photo here. And then I have some vellum cut in behind that, and let me pan out to open this so y'all could see all of it. Alright, when you open this, we have the family tree. It's just some string to make a tree out, and then we have little places where you can either write names or put real small photos in. And then on this side we have a little packet with a couple little cut aparts, and it says Proud Parents. Alright, go ahead and go back in a little bit. Okay, on this side we have one of the cutouts, the first giggle. We have some vellum behind here, a couple of little buttons, and some of the crochet doily lace. We have a little swing tab here, and then this opens up and you can put a photo in here, or you could stick something behind this fabric. And then the top piece has a string closure. And you could place a photo here, and then it opens up, and then you have room for some smaller pictures that comes all the way up. And then our little princess right here. Okay, the next page we have another one of our little teddy bear buttons. This one is for the first sit up. And then I have a large frame in the back where you can put a photo in there. Then we have a swing tab, and this opens to the side. And then this one we have an envelope. Let's see if you can see that. I know it's upside down here, but this pulls out, and when you turn it around, pretty in pink. And I have a little photo mat, so you can put a lot of photos inside here. Then I have just some little lace that shows where this can be pulled out from. Oh, I'll put that bit together later. Alright, on our next page I have a chipboard piece that I painted white, and I put some glossy accents on it so that you could see the shine on it, and it's just a star. It says first full night's sleep. Then I have a couple of little fabric pieces behind here and some flowers, and then that little cutout of a onesie. And then this opens, and again this one is stitched right in that seam there where that score line is, so it opens completely, and then you have plenty of room for a photo mat there. Alright, this is a really long album. Okay, on this one we have, let me go out a little bit. Okay, on this one we have the first crawl and another one of the little teddy bears here. And on this one I have the stitched in photo mats again, but I put fabric behind them just to give it a little more detail. And then here I have another one of the sticker pieces that says Giggles, flower, and some buttons. On this page we have a photo frame. Where's my little, here we go. And it's stitched in the fabric, and you can slide a photo in through the top. A couple of little button daisies on here. Then this one unties, and this whole center here I have fabric stitched in through the entire thing. Then we have the first ice cream, and you can just put your photos here. And then this side I just have a little photo. Well, actually it's more, I guess more like a bookmark or what have you. Maybe you could journal on the back of it. And it just slides right there. Okay, then our next page we have a stitched in. I thought this was cute. It's from the Little Bo Peep collection. I just used the full 6x6 page, and it has sitter notes and then the dates, and I made a pocket with a couple little photo mats there, and then I have trim and lace on the back here, and then on the bottom I have another one of the little fairies. And then I just put the little clothespin like it's on a clothesline there. And then the little sticker from the collection says 1,000 kisses. Oh, got him upside down. Alright, and our next page we have another one of our little teddy bears, and some other little flower buttons that I got from Walmart with a lot of ribbon, little stickers, says adorable, and we have the first lemon. And then we have a really small photo mat here. It's stitched in, and you can put in a little photo from the top. Then a swing closure, and then that opens. And you could put photos here. Again, it's stitched down the center. Okay, we're getting there. Alright, the next page. We have a swing closure, and I have fabric again stitched into this photo mat. And then it opens up. And this end right here is open, so you can put a photo behind there. And again, it's another copy of the page with the definition of adorable, baby, beautiful, cuddle, welcome, And this is the first tooth. We have another little fairy, so we got a tooth fairy. Okay. And then our next page, we have the first word. And with a ribbon closure here, this one opens up. And you can put a photo here, a photo here. And we have vellum that's stitched in behind. And then this bottom part is open here also. You could put a photo mat underneath here. Okay, moving on. We are almost to the end. Okay, this one's pretty interesting. We've got the first haircut with another one of the little fairies in the sticker collection that says, "Love It." And I have a stitch on a zipper on this one that is stitched in. And when you pull that back, I just made some little tags, and I have it on a ring here. Of course, you could take that off. So there's 3 little tags. Just tucks inside there. I think if I would have done this, I didn't have a white ribbon stitch. A white one would have looked better, but I didn't want to slow my progress down. This album was taking way too long to wait and go to the store to find another white one. Okay, on this one we have a little onesie, and all I did was take and print from online, and then I just traced it and made a score on the side here. And with this little button, I have a little whatever, a little close here. And then on the inside, I just made like a little diaper holder, and it has some few tags in there. And then you can see all the stitching that I did around it. For things like this, and well, this was easier because I printed it off online, but this one I kind of had to made up. Here you can see the stitching on it. Kind of made up. I just draw it out on regular copy paper until I get everything exactly like I want it, test out the folds, test out the scores, and then I trace it onto some cardstock. That way I don't end up using a lot of cardstock if I make any errors. Alright, so we just put that back on there, and then here's the back of it, and I just put a little princess dress. Not even sure where I got that. It's just covering up the stitch for that elastic. And on this page here, I have a little die cut for balloons, so I cut out a lot of the little balloons and have them raised up with the little foam stickies, and then use this string and a button. I'm not sure if you could see it, but I have these little cut out vellum. Yeah, it was not coming up. You could see the sequence on them, but the sequence is on some little vellum cut out clouds across the top. And then we have another cut out, the first cake, and another one little of our teddy bears. We have a safety pin swing tab, and then this opens to the top. And then I just stitched in a little fabric with the, stitched in a little vellum to make a pocket. And we have a small envelope with a couple of the little cutouts, sugar and spice, and a little tea party. Alright, and our second to last page. Let's see here. Whoops, wrong way. Okay. We have a little journaling spot here, and it's set on a swivel with the brad. And then we have one place for smaller photos. And then you can also take and tuck a little photo behind here. This is stitched through. Then we have another one, our first step, and then it folds out for more photos, and that one goes down. Then I stitched in a pocket here, and we have a small photo mat under here. And then this swing tab just holds these two closed. And then I have a little chipboard piece that says Hello World, another one of the teddy bears and some lace and flowers. And our very last page here, we have a large pocket with a couple of chipboard pieces. We have one that says Adore with some little tiny roses, pink roses in there. And this is for the first party. And then we have another heart and one of our little fairies. And then I have a large pocket with a stitched in piece of ribbon. And we have quite a few photo mats tucked inside there. And that is our album. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, please leave me a comment below. And I want to thank all the people who have been subscribing to my channel. It just makes me really happy that y'all enjoy my creations. And if you need anything at all, just leave me a comment and I will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.